Hi, this is Jijo. Yesterday, there is the news that the CAT 2020 made some changes. In fact, it's very strange. So yesterday was one of those days I thought early to bed and early to rise because my gym opened. So I started going to gym. So I have to wake up early. I thought that now I'll change. I'll sleep early and get up early. Now on that day, the cat came over the change in the middle of the night. Okay, so this is my take on the change. I'm sure that a lot of you would be sitting and worrying about what is this change all about. Is it going to be having a huge impact? So I thought I'll give you my perspective. So the way in which I'll go through this is to look at three things. One, I want to talk about the change and the context of the changes. It's very important to understand the context of these changes. And the second is the impact if it on the change and what will happen to a preparation plan. I'm sure that we have been preparing and some of you worried that, oh my goodness, I've taken so many mock tests on a particular pattern now, everything has changed and things like that. So we'll address all those things. So let's start with the change in the context of the change. And if you look at the change, what have they changed? Basically, they reduce the time. That's it, right? So there are two things that is significant according to me. Well, one thing that is there is that 120 minutes instead of the 180 minutes. Now it's a 2-hour paper. Now that's good or bad. I don't know. It is what it is. And the sections as more or less remain the same. So there are the same section, at least that's what we can see. And it is that each of the section has got 40 minutes time, which means the sectional time limits remain the same. The sections remain the same. The only thing that is reduced is the time. So instead of 60 minutes, now we have 40 minutes. That's what the changes. Now, we obviously don't know the number of questions within each of the sections or the type of question they're going to ask. Hopefully, we'll get to know maybe on the 20th of September, we'll get to know a little more. And by the time they'll come out with the sample test or the mock test, official mock test, will get to know more. One of the things that there are going to be 3 slots instead of 2 slots. What 2 slots? 2 slots, 3 slots, and 2 slots, which means or the 3 session last year or the last 5 years, there was a morning session and afternoon session or a forenoon session. Now they're going to take the session in 3 slots. Probably this is because of COVID or whatever, but at least that's what we have. So that's a change. Now it is very important to understand the context of the change. Now, if you look at the CAT papers over the years, right, over the years. So I took my CAT in 1996. Now, from the 1990 to 1995, CAT had this 120 minutes, 4 sections, close to about 180 to 200 questions, and no sectional time limit. And obviously, there was no type in the answer question because you're not typing the paper-based test. So multiple choice questions. And 120 minutes. So those days, the CAT used to be like, I don't know whether you know the song Gundam Style. You're in a horse and going up a Gundam style, you're writing it. It's about fast thing. So everybody used to have a kind of strategy which says which session I should start with, which session I should end, and stuff like that. Now, when I took the CAT in 1996, it was a 2-section test and both timed. I remember verbal ability and reading comprehension was one section, and quantitative ability and data interpretation was another section. It was time. And you know, when we realized CAT was a time section test on the day of the CAT, we were sitting there, all of us were sitting there. We got one set of paper. What is this? What is this? There are one paper, and it's like 1 hour. And after the 1 hour was done, they used to take that first question paper and they gave the second question paper. We came to know about the change on the day of the CAT. And that is by and large how CAT was. CAT was like that. So in 1998, when went back 120 minutes, 4 section, 185 questions, and CAT 2000, it was 120 minutes with 3 sections, and this 160 questions. When did people realize that 185 question came to 160 question? On the day of the CAT. And in 2004, it remained 3 sections, 120 questions. Reduce. When did people realize? On the day of the CAT. 120 minutes, 3 sections, 75 questions. When did people realize that is they have reduced the number of questions? On the day of the CAT. And then they increase the time to 150 minutes. That they told us Okay. And the number of questions was 75 questions, and that was a couple of years. Next year it went to 90 questions, and this was how CAT was. CAT was always throwing surprise on the day of the test. That is what CAT was. We didn't know during that period of time how many questions would be there. We also didn't know what is the composition is going to be. Now from CAT 2015 and 2019, the structure of the paper was exactly the same. We know paragraph jumble is 4, paragraph summary is 3, odd sentence is 3, 8 sets of data interpretation, logic listening question, 34 question of mathematics, around 11 to 12 theta questions or type in the answer question. Those days, we don't know the composition. We just didn't know. That was how CAT was. So those days, I remember preparing students for the CAT, saying that, look, be prepared for anything. And it is like 2015 to 19, we at least knew something about the paper. I'll come to that. Now it is from 2009 onwards, 2009 to 2013. It's when CAT went online, and actually CAT gave the conduct and the creation of the test to an outside agency called Prometric. It was a 3-section paper, 150 minutes. There was no time limit. The number of questions was 60, 20, 20, 20. And where was this CAT? 200 questions, 120 minutes. And where is this CAT? 3-section tests in 60 minutes. And CAT 2017 is when IIM got back the test, and there they created 2-section paper, 50 questions each. I believe one section was QA and DI, other question was verbal ability and logical reasoning. And there was 100 questions, and there was no sectional time limit and no type in the answer question then, 170 minutes. And then CAT 2015 to 18, they stuck to this pattern, 180 minutes, 3 sections, 100 questions, the one that you've seen in mock test. Now in CAT 2020, they are telling us that it is 120 minutes paper. It is going to have 3 sections. We obviously don't know the number of questions. Probably will be about 75 questions, very likely. Probably that is probably what is going to happen. And 40 minutes each. And type in the answer question probably is going to be there. We don't know about these things. One thing that you must understand, one of the contexts that you have to understand is that this is norm. It is just that you guys are you have not seen the CAT that I have seen over the years. This is nothing new. It's okay. Okay, there is nothing to worry. What has CAT done? All that CAT has done is reduce the number of questions. That is all. And if I'm sure that some of you are solving the past CAT papers. For example, you're solving quant question of the past CAT paper. Do you see any drastic difference? No. The CAT has been testing the same skill set, so nothing has changed, right? So I'm sure because of whatever situation CAT is we are in, probably COVID or whatever the situation that we are in, the CAT has done this. Okay. And the second thing that you must understand with respect to 3 sessions, please understand this. There is going to be a morning slot, afternoon slot, and let's say evening slot. Let's say there are 3 slots, maybe on one day or maybe on 2 days, I don't know. But let's say there are 3 slots of the examination. If there are going to be 3 slots, remember, there are certain, let's assume that 1,80,000 students would take the test. Let's assume that. And 60,000 would take, let's say, morning slot, 60,000 allotted afternoon slot, let's say 60,000 allotted evening slot. And what CAT has to do eventually is ensure that all these scores are normalized and a scale score is given, where I can compare a score of one student to this. One student was taken the test in slot 1 to a student who was taking the test in slot 2, and also to the students who are taking the test in slot 3. Therefore, it has to, so for that to work, whatever is a structure in morning slot should be the same structure in afternoon slot, same structure in evening slot. And also you cannot have random variation of the type of question. It cannot be like morning I'll ask grammar, afternoon I'll not ask grammar. Or morning I'll have 7 DI sets, afternoon I'll only give 5 DI sets. It's not possible. The number of questions and the structure has to be standardized. There'll be a standardized structure. And CAT will have to let us know. Imagine CAT will not, I'll not tell you. I will not tell you. It is going to be a surprise. It is going to be a surprise for whom? Only for the people who are taking the morning slot. If that is the case, only the people who are taking the morning slot will be surprised. The evening slot guys will come to know everything. They will come to know. So therefore, CAT cannot say that, cannot give an advantage to the evening slot kids as well. So whatever it is, we will know exactly what is going to come in the paper, at least more or less what is the structure, how many questions, what is the kind of type of question they're going to ask. So what I've seen is that in the last 4 to 5 years, whenever whatever is a mock test the CAT has given, the structure or the number of question, number of type of question has remained more or less the same. Actually, it's remained exactly the same. So there's nothing to worry. Why are we worried? So we should not be worried. And the other context you have to understand this: everybody's going to face the same test. There's nothing to worry. There is nothing to worry. There's no problem. So one also other thing that I've seen is that whenever there has been a change in pattern, so there is a change here, there was a change in 2000, and there was a change that happened in 2009, there was a change that happened in 2015, there was a change happened in 2014. Whenever there was a change, the paper was slightly easy. That is the past. So whenever CAT did a change, it did not give too much of complication, because already it was kind of difficult. So if we kind of look at 2015 onwards to 2019 paper, you see a sense of level of difficulty kind of increasing over the period of time. You will see that the earlier paper was slightly more easier than the later paper. So that's something that we have seen over the past. So there's nothing to worry. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, is that all we have to do is that currently we understand two things. Number one, I know whatever it is, the CAT is going to test the same skill set, same set of skills. So whatever preparation that we are doing is good. Number two is that I don't have to worry. Whatever is on the 20th of September, we'll get to know a little more. On the first week of October, maybe when the CAT comes out with a sample paper, we'll get to know more. We have enough time to get used to the whole thing. So there's no problem. Right. Having said that, let's look at some impact that might happen. Certain impact that you should be careful about. Okay. What are the impact? For example, let's take the data interpretation, logical reasoning. Currently, we are given 8 sets. 8 into 4, we have 32 questions. I have no idea what CAT is going to do. Let's create some 3-4 scenarios. Let's look at one scenario. We are still given 8 sets, but 3 questions each, which is 24 questions. Let's take that scenario. Let's say the chain scenario, roughly about 25 questions. Let's say something around that. Or maybe another scenario is that maybe CAT will give about 6 sets multiplied by 4 questions with 24 questions. Let's look at these two scenarios. Right. So what happens? So now I have to do this data interpretation logical reasoning in 60 minutes here. And let's say in this scenario, I have to do it in 40 minutes. In this scenario, I have to do it in 40 minutes. In which case, ladies and gentlemen, whether or not we have 60 minutes or whatever, very few people actually do all the 8 sets. Fact. We do about 2 to 3 sets. So why are you bothered? Why are you bothered about 40 minutes? Yes, there are going to be some very important things that you must understand when it comes to data interpretation or something like a quantitative ability. One thing I understand is that when you have 8 sets, let's say this scenario of 8 sets, you have 8 choices. You can choose from the 8 sets and then solve whatever you want to solve. When the number of sets reduces or the number of questions reduces, your choices also will reduce. Think about this. For example, in the CAT, there were, let's say in the earlier scenario, there are 34 questions. Let's say there are 25 questions. Let's assume that around, let's say about 30% of the questions are easy. Roughly about that. Let's say about 30% of the questions are easy. Let's take, for example, this will be about 10 easy questions. 10 easy questions is the choice that you have. But if I have the same proportion here, if 30% of the questions are easy, we will not have 10 easy questions. 10% is 2.5. We probably will have about 7 to 8 easy questions. The number of easy questions will also reduce. Because the number of easy questions also reduce, the choices will reduce. If the set reduces, please understand the choices will reduce. I will love to have a situation like this. 8 sets, that is better for me because I have more choices. But I am guessing the number of sets of the choices will reduce. When the choices reduce, okay, choosing stuff in 40 minutes now going to be a pain. Also, what if, let's say, you have in these 8 sets, remember in these 8 sets of data interpretation, there are something that is familiar to us, there are something that is not familiar to us. In 8 sets, let's say I have 4 sets which is familiar to me. Okay, so more familiar stuff. In 3 sets, what if I only have 2 sets familiar to me and 4 I'm not familiar at all? That's going to be the problem. The number of choices, reduction in number of questions, also reduction in number of choices, which then means is that if there are any data interpretation, logical reasoning question that you're kept by the side, set theory, I will not solve. Set theory, anyway, I'll not solve it. Missing data question, no, I'll not solve. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time. Now is the time to get back and solve, because you'll have less number of choices. If you are saying that in this particular case, so that is the only thing that I will have to say. Nothing else, everything else remains the same. Even verbal ability and reading comprehension. Let's look at the scenario. Currently, we have 24 questions of reading comprehension, which is about 5 passages. And we have about 10 questions of verbal ability, 4 paragraph jumble. And maybe eventually come to about 24 24 question. Maybe this will go to 18. This will go to 6. Who knows? Okay, so number of passages would reduce proportionately. I don't know what they're going to do, but one of the thing that you must understand is that whatever is your preparation that you're doing currently is good enough. I'm sure during your preparation so far, it is not that you only taken 60 minutes test. Correct. You've also taken test, which is 10 minutes. You've taken practice question of 2 passages per day, 20 minutes practice test, short 15 minutes practice sets. You've taken tests at different time limits. So there is nothing to worry. The only thing that I would want to bring to your notice, only thing that I want to bring to your notice is that the number of choices will reduce. Because the number of choices will reduce, you should be able to make the best out of whatever you have. Therefore, ensure that you kind of know more areas. That's the context that I would look at. When it comes to preparation plan, nothing. What to change? Nothing should change. So we'll have to get used to looking at a 40 minutes paper, and you'll have to fine tune your strategy, which is good enough. Well, if you go with a simple strategy, like I always do, is that I will solve all the questions that I know. I will leave the question that I don't. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to change. You obviously in a 60 minutes, you obviously had the luxury, for example, of spending, let's say 10 minutes figuring out what to do. In 40 minutes, maybe you not have the luxury. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have. So we still have enough time to fine tune the strategy element of it. I'm sure that please always remember all the students are at the same level. Everybody has the same problem. So there's no problem at all. I think that you guys should just relax. Let's wait for the 28th, 20th to happen. A little more information will come out. Let's wait for what is going to happen in October. More information come out. In the meantime, I'm sure that the mock test will adapt to these changes. But whatever you're prepared so far, whatever you're prepared, that is good enough. You just continue your preparation and don't worry about this too much. And I'll get back to you with more stuff. This is my first take about the changes. I hope this made sense. Hopefully. Bye.